Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am spilling the tea on how much money I made at art markets or just markets in general in February of this year. And I'm also talking about vendor fees. So February is kind of when my region, so like Alabama, Georgia area, is getting back into the market season. There's still not a lot of markets happening. And so everyone kind of takes a break during the really cold month of January. And also the second half of December, there's not a lot of vending opportunities. So I did not vend from the middle of December through the whole month of January, which was a little bit difficult because I primarily make my money through art markets. The long-term goal is to get to the point where I can sell just on my website, but that is a little bit of a hard goal to obtain, but I am working on it. I will get there eventually. So in February, I only went to 2 markets. There just weren't a lot of opportunities to vend that I could find. That is a whole nother discussion itself, is finding vending opportunities. That can be difficult, especially as a new artist, and finding the right vending opportunities for you. So, okay, let's get into it. How much did I make at these 2 markets? A little bit of background on what I sell. I sell jewelry made out of real flowers. And so I sell necklaces, earrings, rings, hair accessories. I will put a very, very short clip right here in the next little scene for you to see what my typical setup looks like. And this market, both of these markets I went to were like, your setup was small, so you just had a 6-foot table. So I'll show you what that looks like. Both of these markets were in Atlanta, and they were both both organized by the same company. This company is fantastic. I work with them quite a lot. There was a lot of foot traffic at the first one. The second one, there's typically a lot of foot traffic, but the problem was that this particular day, it was pretty cold and it was raining. It was the weather was really, really bad this day. So the foot traffic was not very good on the second day, but it would have been if it was a pretty day. So for both of these markets, I paid $70 to $80 for the vendor fee. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was $70 to $80. The first day, the day that was sunny, pretty, there were a lot of people. I made $640, so I was very happy with that. That was a good return on investment for me. And the second market that I went to in February, the cold and rainy day, there were not a lot of people, but I made $348, and I was still happy with that because there were not a lot of people. I thought I still did pretty well for there not being a lot of people. So I did not make a lot of income in February. I mean, I did have some online sales. I didn't have a lot of online sales, but I had some. So my return on investment was good. I just didn't make a lot of income in February, but it's okay. I got through. Everything's fine. I'm also sorry that I'm taking pauses and being a little awkward. I'm still getting used to filming and being on camera. And I learned that I learned that I have to be okay with taking pauses and saying especially in the beginning. I don't know, I might not ever get that much better at filming because I'm a bit awkward, but I'm just trying to put myself out there, and even if it's a little awkward, I am just trying to be consistent, which can be hard, but I think I'm doing a sort of decent job at being consistent online, especially with Instagram. YouTube, I'm still very new to. So thank you very, very much for being here. So another thing that's important for me to say is that, and I might say this in all of my videos, but how much money you make at markets is not the only thing that matters. So connections matter, making friends with the vendors matter. Talking about your business, talking about what you do to the community is so important because people remember you and they need your services later and they reach out to you. That's happened to me many times. I mean, even something as simple as gaining Instagram followers who support you online, or TikTok followers, or whatever social media platform you have, it all adds up. And I have gained so many friendships and so much support from going to markets, and I am so thankful for these vending opportunities. They provide me with so much more than just financial security. I don't know if I should say security, because markets can be a hit or miss, but without markets, I probably would not be able to keep going at the rate that I'm going with my business. So I think that is all for today's video. I am hoping to give you guys a summary of how much I made and my vendor fees at the end of each month. This is, obviously very late because I kind of just had this idea recently. So February was like, 1 or 2 months ago, but better late than never, I guess. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.